Hello, Sagittarius. It's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your June tarot scopes. First off, I want to say happy anniversary, baby. We made it 1 year on YouTube, so big love and lots of hugs. I hope you guys are in the running already to win a free read. I made a little mini commercial about it. Super stoked, guys. Love giving free reads away. You'd be amazed how many I end up doing. Anyways, with that being said, these reads are going to be very focused on different aspects. The first free read, I cannot talk. I keep saying weed. The first free read is, I think I should have ate that popsicle. My lips are so cold. Is a year in review. The second one is going to be a dualities read that talks about your sun and your moon and how to work with those. And then the third one will be connecting you to your spirit guide. So hopefully you guys will win. Somebody will enjoy those free reads. And we are going to jump into what's happening this month. All right, guys, we're going to be talking about what's happening in June. And no, I'm no astrologist. However, I do love to know what's happening out there. On June 9th, we have the full moon in your sign, big baby, 18 degrees Sag. So relationships and finances are going to be healing and transforming. This will be known as the strawberry moon, the full rose moon, or the full honeymoon. Also on June 15th, Saturn is in opposition and it will be the closest approach to Earth. That means it will be illuminated by the sun and we will be able to see it. So if you're a sky watcher, this might be something you'd be interested in. On the 20th, we have the summer solstice, first day of summer, longest day of the year. The progress of the sun throughout the year is equals our process of attuning into enlightenment. Then on the 23rd, we have 2 degrees new moon in Cancer, and it's extremely powerful and fortunate, okay? With that being said, I am all kinds of tongue-tied, so I apologize, all right? I ate a popsicle. I think, yeah, it's a popsicle. And it was super cold, and I think my lips are still trying to get through it. All right, now with that being said, I want to talk about what's coming in for you guys. And this is for Saggies, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, my moon is in Saggies, so what's up, Saggies? We're like partners in crime. My sun is in Leo. I'm double fire. My moon is in Saggy, and my rising is Gemini. So I'm a whole lot of fire, baby, coming through like crazy. What? Now, your power animal that's offering you the medicine that's needed for this month is El Gato. It's a kitty cat, baby, and it's all about timing and action. It's also curiosity. Y'all ever seen a little cat? I love watching animals do things because they're so funny. But a cat, if they want to know what's up, they don't just like run straight into it. They have like that sneaky slide. I'm going to find out what's up. That's the energy coming in for you this month. This is also about patience, balance between your light and your dark energies. Time to get to know yourself, taking care of issues with patience and confidence, being very flexible, my friend, very flexible, finding new ways to do things, balancing your life and your social life, and having that fearless spirit. It's also about believing in yourself and in your psychic abilities. I'm going to tell you also, when I think about the cat, I think about how picky they are. They don't just run up into your lap and want you to pet them. No, they make you work for it. So I kind of feel like you need to be a little bit picky this month. You kind of need to sit back and be finicky, let that tail shake, and make sure that this is something that you want to proceed with. Now, the cat has a lot of medicine. A lot of it is to be curious, you know, to be flexible and to be courageous. But one thing I really love is you can see at night. You can see in the dark. It's time to use your night vision, which goes right into your spirit card, which is the hunter of vision. Guys, this is the owl totem for me. This is talking about aim high. This is like the moon card. Things are going to be illuminated, and it's time to look ahead at what you do want as opposed to what you don't want. This is insight, foresight, hindsight, clarity, wise decision making, and interpreting the mysteries. I feel like there's a situation you've kind of been in the dark about, okay? Because both of these animals have night vision. Both of these animals, their eyes changes so that they can see clearly and they can interpret what's going on. And I believe that's what's going to be happening for you this month, all right? The way you're going to work with this energy is through the smudging ceremony. It's just time to sage your place. It's time to sage yourself. It's probably time for a good detox, whether it's emotionally, physically, spiritually, diet-wise. It's just time to kind of look at yourself as a whole, see what needs to be cut out and what can stay, all right? Now, with that being said, we have something special, guys. It's the Seeds of Shakti. I have been eyeballing these cards, guys, for so long. And finally, I was like, I'm going to get them. And I absolutely adore them. They are perfect little cards. They have a beautiful little stories. It's not like an entire novel. What I love is like you begin to get a connection with these cards. It's almost like they tell you exactly what they want you to say. I love them. Anyways, you have Flower of Life. And the Flower of Life is as a part of many spiritual and religious teachings in this world, okay? But it's all about the symbols and the cycles. It's geometry. And this is a very sacred thing. And it's like mysteries and secrets. So what I'm picking up for you, you're about to find some stuff out because you're about to see through the bullshit, okay? Excuse my language, guys, but we're all adults here. And if you're not, you need to change the channel. You're about to see through it all right? What you uncover will shed immense light on your current situation. By releasing unhealthy patterns, you create a sacred space for healthy ones to blossom. Release all cycles that no longer support your growth. Baby, it is time to relax, relate, and release. And you're going to be able to see clearly, speak clearly, and get the hell out of the situation nice and flexibly with this cat energy. You know, like a cat has 9 lives. I kind of feel like you've given this person, the situation, enough chances, and I think the next one you might get burned. So it's going to be time for you to be a little bit more picky. Yeah, a little bit more picky so that you can get your outcome that you desire. All right, this is telling you to kind of look at the patterns that you've been going through. If you find yourself going through the same repetitive things and you don't like them, then those are the things that need to change. All right, now I have pre-shuffled your deck. Let's go ahead and bless them together. Saint Satil, bless this deck for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of June. Give us clear and concise messages and show us how to work with this energy. As I cut the deck, I have Earth sign energy reversed. This is somebody who is very manipulative with their finances, probably not happy with you, and I see you swimming the F away. Like, not today, baby. I think that's my phrase this month. I've been saying that in a lot of reads. I wish you would. Not today. It's like I'm very frustrated, but I'm not. So I'm super happy. I feel like we're dealing with some things since I guess it's mid-year check-in. Like we're just like, you know, that's not working. We need to find a new way of doing it. Okay, I feel like that's the read. You know, one of my cards is just, it got caught in a fire. Okay. There we go. Let's move these out the way. We are using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero. In the first position, 7 of Arrows reversed. We got some damn dirty lies. In the present, making a decision with the 2 of Wands. Still trying to make a decision with the Hangman. King of Arrows in the mix. Possible outcome is the... Who had this? Somebody else had this exact same card in this position. I don't remember who it was. However, it is ending with the 10 of Wands. This is Pazuzu, one of my favorite cards. Look at his snake. Haha. All right. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to tell you real quick by looking what's on the bottom of the deck. If you're in a 3-party relationship, this would be little I cannot talk. Some of y'all are not telling the truth. It is time to get out of it, Saggy, because it's not going to work in your favor. All right? Woo. Oh. And it's going to hurt the kids, all right? And the reason why I say that is I have the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the Prince of Arrows. And I have the Prince of the King of Arrows up there. So that's like a kid situation. Somebody's watching from a distance and a happy family gone down. So it's very important that if you are in the 3rd-party relationship that you end that so that you can move forward. All right. In the past, we have the 7 of Arrows. This is 2 people trying to get the hell out of something but not knowing where they're going. It's time to get more information. You needed more information before you ran off blindly, okay? Which now you're at a crossroads and you're trying to figure out what is the best way of doing this. It's almost like you want to look at things from a different perspective. For some, this is a marriage just because of the ring on the card. Now, the hidden influence is, I'm going to tell you, you are completely split in 2. You do not know what to do. This is the Hangman. This is a Capricorn god. And he doesn't know if he should go right or if he should go left. And this is right when he's being taken away into the pits of hell. The thing is with this card, I'm going to tell you, with this card, I get so many different messages. But the fact that it's at a crossroads with the Two of Wands, and then I have a person in the middle, I feel like there's a situation for some of you Saggies that you've gotten yourself into, that there's too many people in the mix and it's causing a lot of pressure for you. You're just upset about it. You're trying to make the best decision, but you feel like everybody's judging you right now. Now, the next position is the advice, and the advice is the King of Arrows reversed. I almost feel like it's time for you to be a little bit more, like I said, picky. Not like in a bad way, but like you need to really decide what the hell is it that you want. And if you have to be judgmental and make these decisions, then that's what you're going to have to do, all right? Because in the end, in your outcome, you're not listening to your spirit guide, okay? Because that's the Cherub of Wands. Oh, there he is, ancestral boundaries. Some of y'all are dealing with that earth-like energy, and that earth sign needs to know, you can't go this far, baby. You're going to have to stop right there. This is what I want, this is what I'm going to allow, and this is where you're going to stay. No, you can't move in this month, all right? I don't know who that was for, but no, you can't move in this month, all right? I need to make sure that you can hold it down before you come and get in my space. And this is all about making sure that your boundaries are healthy, setting healthy boundaries. I have a lot of friends who, they're always like, oh, you know, my boyfriend this or my boyfriend that. And like, his boyfriend's calling like 24 hours a day. And I'm like, dude, can we just like have lunch? Like, have lunch without him calling like 10 times? Like, can we put a healthy boundary there? Can you tell me you'll call him when we're done? I mean, you're eating lunch with me. You see this man like every day. So yeah, I'm that friend who like gets upset, fire sign. Although they probably love all the attention they're getting. But for me, I think there has to be a healthy boundary between attention and invasive attention. All right. So with that being said, let's get more information. Now, the Seven of Arrows in the past, I kind of feel like communication broke down. Things weren't going very well. And now we're at this crossroads. Now we need to see what's going on. Saggies, I always feel like I get through your reads really fast. Let's get more clarity. What's going on with the Two of Wands? Well, there she is, the Princess of Cups. This is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And she's bringing you information, or this is the person that's involved in the third party. Something that's going on here. Now, the fact that you have to make a decision, and I said something about a divorce earlier. I don't know if some of y'all are going through a divorce and you'll have to deal with a judge who's not being very nice, and you have to make some really strong boundaries. But this Princess of Cups has a message for you. And let's see what that message is. Energy behind the Princess of Cups. Got stuck. Ah! All right, you feel like you're stuck in this situation, and as I flip the deck over, I have the Eight of Cups looking at me. So I kind of feel like right now, this decision that you're making, you're trying to see things in a perspective. I'm going to even say in a childlike perspective, like a very innocent way, almost like you're not seeing things for what they are with this Eight of Arrows, and you're trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but they're a damn dirty liar, okay? They're just like not giving it to you straight. They're telling you that that's not true, that that's not how they really feel, and you're buying it. You're buying it, and you're wrapping it up, and you're making moonshine out of it, and you're selling it to everybody, and everyone's like, no, I don't want that moonshine. I'd rather go to the store and go buy my stuff. Like, this ain't even real. Whatever he's selling you or whatever she's selling you, it's not real deal Holyfield, like they say. Like, this is just not the truth. It's a lie, okay? But you don't want to see it, right? And that's what's keeping you all hung up, and you're trying to make a decision. Now, let's see what this King of Arrows has for you. There he is, the Prince of Arrows. I knew he was going to come out. Some of y'all are arguing about your children. I'm getting a lot of family stuff for everybody this month. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because the kids are coming home for summer and they're not in school anymore and they're getting on your damn nerves. However, I kind of feel like the situation between the king and the prince, because he's trying to shoot down the boundaries, it's like there might be an issue with a male friend that your significant others has a problem with, or a female friend. Something about invading of space, because the Prince of Arrows is like your best friend, very communicative, speaks his mind. But I'm getting family, and I'm getting a third party. I want to see what the prince wants you to know. Love. Okie dokie smoky. So we have 2 twos in this read. So this is a very committed relationship. I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to put up boundaries if you are in a relationship, because you're going to make the other person feel very insecure. Now let's get more on the boundaries. I know, Saggies, I'm going really long, so I'm sorry. Communication is very important for you guys. Okay, there you are, Princess of Wands reversed. There's 2 princesses in your read, so I'm gonna say there's some information you're gonna get this month that's gonna be like totally mind-blowing, okay? And the fact that you come out reversed is, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna need to put some healthy boundaries, especially with that third party who's trying to lurk in, because it depends on who you really love. You have to make that decision, and once you make that decision with that hidden influence where you're no longer the hangman, you're able to see things clearly, you're going to move forward. However, in the present moment, with that bag, that emotional baggage that you have on your back over there, you got to let that go in order to make a decision, because you are just hung up right now. Okay? So once you do that, all these wands that you have that you're carrying are going to fall off of you, and you will proceed into a new beginning. But it's about breaking those cycles, breaking those patterns, and being able to move forward. All right, so that's what I have for you this month, Saggy. I hope that we connected. Now, your Sacred Sites card is Medina. And this is a pretty intense card, because she does have the head of John the Baptist. So hopefully, I'm going to put this out there. This is not for offense. This is nothing to offend anybody. But nowadays, you kind of have to brace yourself before you say things. And this talks about John the Baptist. So if you don't want to hear about it, it'd be a great place to stop the video. All right? Now, this is all about tenacity. And in the lower world, this is the past issue. This is probably what's causing this crossroads in your life. Have you forgotten how to put yourself first? Rest your weary head and reflect on your past sources of well-being. Since the peaceful presence of the Knights of Hospitallers in the palace courtyard and gardens of the beautiful city of Medina and the island of Malta. This is where things were flourishing. We cannot heal others until we understand what it is to care for ourselves. And I'm going to put this right up here, because I feel like this Two of Cups that they're trying to remind you is try to break that negative cycle that's going on in your life that causes your relationships to go bad, that causes you to think the grass is always greener on the other side, or that somebody is out to get you. Okay? Now, in the 8 points notes, the 8 obligations of the Knights: truth, faith, repentance, humility, justice, mercy, sincerity, and endurance. Allow the love of the Knights of St. John to deliver the healing that you need and assist you in walking the path of your life with a new sense of determination, vigor, and enthusiasm. Now, in the present, it says, do you always look out for others? Do they constantly call on you for healing, whether through chatting, having a loan, or directly asking for help? Be aware of the energy that is being drained from you. That could be why you're reversed, okay? Even if this is not done deliberately, it is vital that you protect yourself from depletion. Limit the time you give to others and do not take on their problems. Stop experiencing their feelings and their fears personally, okay? The upper world is where we see the bees. You see at the top and the bottom of the cards the honey sweetness of Malta, named the land of honey. Allow your own sweetness to show when dealing with others, but be like the bee and rise above any problems. Be tenacious in standing your ground. Be the observer. Be the peace. Look at the card you are being offered, the head of St. John the Baptist. Yeah, I know, pretty intense. Arm yourself with your tenacity and stand strong as a knight. The more you become your truth, the more opportunities you will have to grow stronger. And that's what it's trying to tell you, is like, don't believe the hype that this person is selling you, all right? see things for what they are, because right now the way you're making your decision is with a lot of emotional baggage, and it's like you don't want to see things clearly, which is making you into the hangman and leaves you with these two people and having to decide about love. Boundaries, 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 and breaking the cycles will get rid of all of the oppression and all the heaviness that you're feeling this month. Okay? So Saggies, that's what I have for you. Big, big hugs, lots and lots of love. Be sure to hit me up on the gram or hit me up on arianaluciano@gmail.com to get yourself a private or personal read. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful, wonderful year and experiencing this with you guys. Be blessed, fam.